This temple is not just one of the oldest, but also one of the holiest in Nepal. Today, we are at the heart of Nepal, Kathmandu, also known as the Land of Tantra. We are about to experience the incredible Pashupatinath Temple dedicated to God Shiva. Also, we are exploring the ancient temples and deities on Pashupatinath Hill, the powerful Shakti Peetha, secret caves, Aghora Ashrams, hidden temples, amazing ghats, the cremation area, and much more. This will be a long video, so make sure to watch till the end to uncover all the mysteries. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. So now let's get started. What makes Pashupatinath so special is the entire area is designed like the Sri Yantra. It is considered the Tantra Bhumi of both God Shiva and Goddess Shakti. In the past, this area was called Devpatan or Devpatan because people often discovered vigrahas of gods and goddesses and Shivalingas buried underground. The name Pashupatinath means God of all living beings. Pashupatinath also recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979 and it's home to over 500 temples and shrines. So come with me and let's dive into the sacred history and spiritual vibes of this mystical place. The Shivalinga of this temple is so huge and it is self-manifested or Swayambhu, and it has 5 faces, each symbolizing different aspects of God Shiva and corresponding to the 5 elements. The 4 faces facing cardinal directions are Vamadeva, Aghora, Tatpurusha and Sudyojata. The 5th face, which faces Zenith, is called Ishana. Each face represents one of the 5 elements or Panchabhutas. These 5 faces together embody the complete cosmic manifestation of God Shiva.
In front of the main gate, we can see a small temple which is dedicated to Bhimasena. Inside the temple, we can see 5 deities and a Shivalinga as well. I think these are Panchapandavar. In front of the main gate, on both sides, we can see 2 temples. One is dedicated to God Murugan and other one is dedicated to God Ganesha as well. While entering to the main gate, on the left side, we can see Mahasnankar, a huge building. And in front of this Mahasnankar, we can see a temple which is dedicated to God Shiva. This is called Amaleshwar Temple. In front of this temple, we can see 2 Murtis, Garuda Bhagwan and Nandi Bhagwan. This is very rare to see. Here we can see lots of pigeons. And on the right side, we can see Shankaracharya Matha and some ancient temples in front of it dedicated to God Shiva. Right in front of the Sri Shankaracharya Matha, there is an ancient temple which is dedicated to Ma Chinnamasta. She is one of the Dasha Mahavidyas, and this temple is called Jamkeshwari Temple. And there is an ancient fire pit or Agni Kunda in front of the temple. And next to the Sri Chinnamasta Devi temple, there is a small Ganesha Bhagwan temple as well. And nearby the Sri Chinnamasta Devi temple, we can see this ancient Shivalinga. It's called Dharmeshwar Shivalinga. Next to Dharmeshwar Shivalinga, there is one more Shivalinga. This is a unique temple, and inside we can see an ancient Shivalinga as well. This is the main gate of Sri Pashupatinath Temple, but inside videography or photography is not allowed. It's strictly prohibited.
The history of this temple is, in ancient times, God Shiva and Goddess Parvati once visited the Kathmandu valley. And they were so impressed by its beauty and they decided to stay for a while. They took the form of deers and roamed in the forest on the eastern side of the Bagmati River. Eventually, the other gods found out where they were and wanted them to come back to their divine abode. When they tried to bring God Shiva back, he refused. During the struggle, one of God Shiva's horns broke off. This broken horn was later worshipped as a lingam, but over time it got buried and was lost. Centuries later, a cowherd noticed one of his cows regularly pouring milk into a specific spot on the ground. Curious, he dug there and discovered the divine lingam, which is believed to be the Pashupatinath lingam. Another story links to Pashupatinath to the famous Kedarnath temple in India. After the Kurukshetra battle, the Pandavas went to God Shiva to seek forgiveness for their sins. God Shiva, taking the form of a bull, tried to hide underground, but Bhimasena recognized him and grabbed the bull's tail. As the bull went underground, its part appeared in different places. Its head at Pashupatinath, hump at Kedarnath, face at Rudranath, arms at Tunganath, navel at Madhyamaheshwar, and hair at Kalpeshwar. This temple is mentioned in Skanda Purana and Shiva Purana. The priests here are from Karnataka, trained by Sri Shankaracharya Dakshinamnaya Peetha in Sringeri.
And right side of this temple is the famous Ghar. In Pashupatinath Temple, there are both Vedic and Tantric rituals. This was created to practice some specific Tantric rituals. And also, visitors are not allowed to go inside this Ghar. In front of the Ghar, there is a small temple as well, but there is no deity inside it. Behind the Ghar, we can see several deities, including some Shivalingas, Goddess Durga Devi, Buddha Bhagwan as well. Now we have seen the ancient temples on the right side of the main entrance. There are some ancient temples on the left side as well. So let's go and explore the temples on the left side.
This is the Rudragareshwar Mahadev temple. It is home to a golden color Shivalinga, which is one of the 64 Siddhalingas in Nepal. Nearby, there is a sacred Homakunda as well.
Also near to that, we can see a small temple which is dedicated to God Mahavishnu. And behind the Mahavishnuji Murti, we can see a Shivalinga as well. Now let's go and explore the temples around this main Pashupatinath temple, especially behind the temple. Okay, let's go. On the front left corner of the Sri Pashupatinath Temple situates this amazing Bhuvaneshwari temple. This is one of the oldest temples in Kathmandu. And in front of that is an open Shivalinga. It's called Bhuvaneshwar Shivalinga. It's kind of a huge Peetha. The main vigraha of this temple is completely kept secret and only the priests can see that. Also in front of the temple, we can see a Shivalinga and Nandiji Bhagwan. It's called Krishneshwar Mahadev. On the left side of the Krishneshwar Mahadev temple, there's a sprout as well. This sprout is called Jnanadhara. It's one of the 9 sprouts in Pashupatinath area. And nearby the Krishneshwar Mahadev Shivalinga, we can see a Hanumanji Murti as well. Also here, we can see one more Dhara. It's called Varun Dhara or Varuna Dhara. In front of the Varuna Dhara, there is a Sri Buddha temple as well. Now we are going backside of this main Pashupatinath temple to explore some ancient temples. So let's go. While walking, on our right side, we can see a Vruddhashramam or old age home and a small temple as well. First on our right, we can see an ancient temple which is dedicated to Neela Saraswati. Also nearby the Neela Saraswati temple, we can see ancient temples which are dedicated to Akasha Bhairava and Vatsaleshwari temple as well.
This temple has a unique architectural design as it does not have traditional doors. This is because it is believed that divine forces including gods, spirits and supernatural beings pass through this temple. Instead of a traditional murti of a specific deity, the temple houses a Sri Yantra, which is considered a sacred symbol where all deities are believed to reside. This is why in front of this temple we can see the vahanas of all the deities.
Nearby the Vatsaleshwara temple, we can see one more temple. It's dedicated to God Ganesha Bhagwan. There are 5 Ganesha Bhagwan murtis here. In front of it, there is a Shivalinga as well. Next to the Pancha Ganesha temple, we can see a huge murti of God Mahavishnu. It's called Ananda Adi Narayana Murti. This sacred murti of God Mahavishnu was built using baked clay. And one more interesting thing is, it's believed that it was built within one night by Gandharvas. Nearby the temple, we can see some ancient Shivalingas, including this unique and rare Patvik Shivalinga. This is so unique. Nearby the Vatsaleshwara and Akasha Bhairava temple, there is one more temple which is dedicated to Goddess Durga Devi. It's called Jaya Mangala Devi. And here is the Vigraha. It's so unique and rare, amazing Vigraha of Jaya Gauri or Durga Devi. And next to the Goddess Durga Devi Murti, we can see Goddess Mahalakshmi as well, standing atop a tortoise. And next to the Patvik Shivalinga is the Smashan area. It's called the Arya Ghat. In this Arya Ghat, near to this cremation ground, we can see 3 temples. This is called Mrigeshwara temple, and that is Virupaksha Temple, and third one is Ma Ganga Temple. And in front of the Ma Ganga Devi Temple, we can see a stone bed. It is called Brahmanal, and over it we can see a Shivalinga as well. If we go further, we can see lots of cave temples here. While walking on the left side, we can see an ancient temple. It is dedicated to God Shiva. This is called Raksheshwar Mandir. So let's go further. This is the first cave. It's called Aghora Basugi Gufa. Unfortunately, it is closed. We cannot access it. This area is so peaceful. That's why there is an ashramam, ancient ashramam here, and there are lots of ancient temples as well. Behind me, you are seeing is the sacred Bagmati River. Look at the situation of this sacred Bagmati River, guys. It is so dark and polluted. It's my humble request to the government, please take action against this pollution and revive this sacred river. This is the first cave we can see here. It is called the Tilopa cave, and next to it is an Aghora Ashramam as well. Inside we can see a huge Shivalinga and murtis of Goddess Tara Devi, Bhairav Baba and Buddha Bhagwan as well. On the top there is one more sacred temple. This is the temple, and at the center there is a Homakund and lots of deities as well. There are some more ancient temples on the top. Here we can see an ancient God Shiva temple. Around the temple we can see many ancient Shivalingas as well. On the top we can see an ancient temple. This is called the Gopaleshwara temple. Inside there is a Homakundam and an amazing Shivalinga as well. Opposite side of this temple we can see is 11 unique temples, and there is one more temple at the end. This is dedicated to Veerabhadra Swami. Behind the Neela Saraswati Devi temple is the Bhasmeshwar Mahadev Shivalinga. So let's go and visit the amazing Bhasmeshwar Mahadev Shivalinga.
In this area, we can see lots of temples which are dedicated to God Shiva, Hanumanji, and other deities as well. This is the famous Bhasmeshwar Shivalinga. It is believed that if the ashes of a cremated body touch the Bhasmeshwar Shivalinga, the person is believed to attain mukti or liberation. For this reason, the Shivalinga is placed in an exposed area.
Now we are behind the Jayamangala Devi temple. This is called the Bhasmeshwar Ghat. On this Bhasmeshwar Ghat, you can see a cremation ground as well. Opposite to that, there are two temples which are dedicated to God Shiva. So let's go and visit them. Temple behind me is the Amarkanteshwar temple, and this is the Suresh Kanteshwar temple. Nearby the Bhasmeshwar Ghat is the Amarkanteshwar Ghat. So there are lots of ancient temples in Amarkanteshwar Ghat as well. On our right side, we can see an ancient murti of Sri Buddha Bhagwan as well. While walking, we have seen a unique Shivalinga. This is called Viradeshwar Shivalinga. This is in a tilted position and so unique. Nearby the Viradeshwara Shivalinga, there is an Ananda Shayana murti of Mahavishnu Ji as well here. Behind me is the amazing Sri Rajarajeshwari temple, which is dedicated to Goddess Durga, and inside we can see amazing murtis of 9 forms of Durga Devi. Opposite to the Sri Rajarajeshwari temple, we can see a God Shiva temple as well. This is called Jitjunga Prakasheshwara temple. Inside we can see 3 amazing Shivalingas here. Next we are visiting is Tarakeshwara temple. Nearby the Tarakeshwara temple, we can see a Tara Kund as well. But there is no water here now. This is the famous Tarakeshwara temple. There's no puja happening in this temple.
These four Shiva temples, known as the Char Shivalaya, stands close to the Tarakeshwara temple. Near the Tarakeshwara temple, there is a unique and hidden temple dedicated to Goddess Kali and God Bhairava.
Now we are inside this Banakali Mandir. On our left side, we can see Mahaganapati Bhagwan, and on the right side, there's a Bhairava Baba as well. And this is the main temple. Inside we can see a beautiful murti of Sri Kali Devi. On the right side of this Banakalima temple, we can see an ancient Shiva Linga, but we can't see a Nandiji Murti in front of the Shiva Linga. If you have seen a Shiva Linga without Nandiji Murti, this means this is a Samadhi Sthala of a yogi or saint. Now we are back again near to the Vatsaleshwari temple, and from here we are going to climb this hill, and there are lots of ancient temples on the hill.
Behind the Pashupatinath temple, there are many temples of similar shape, some of which are arranged in a parallel straight line. Each temple also has a Shiva Linga.
All these temples are in parallel so that we can see from one side to another side through the window. Now we have reached in front of the famous Sri Ramachandra temple. It is situated right behind the famous Pashupatinath temple. In front of the temple, we can see three deities bowing down to the Mahavishnuji. First is Garuda Bhagwan, and next one is Hanumanji, but we cannot see Hanumanji from here. Hanumanji is sitting on the top of this pillar, and next to it is the Ganesha Bhagwan. Three deities are bowing down to the Mahavishnu Murti. This is the unbelievable Mahavishnu Murti. Wow, amazing Mahavishnu Murti. And on the left side of this temple, we can see Sri Patala Hanumanji Murti as well.
Near the Sri Ramachandra temple, there are two more temples, the Sri Rama temple and the Lakshmi Narayana temple. But both are damaged due to the earthquake and are now under reconstruction. Now, let's continue our hike to the top of the hill.
And first we are seeing is a Ganesha Vigraha. Now we are here in a small jungle. It's called Mrigastali jungle. This is the place where Pashupatinath, an incarnation of God Shiva, appeared as a deer. Behind the Ganesh Murti, we can see some ancient temples. Each temple has a Shiva Linga, and in front of the temple, there's a Nandiji Murti as well. So now let's go to the next section of these temples. Guys, this place is so unbelievable, and never miss this place if you are coming to Kathmandu or Nepal. This is kind of an Angkor Wat. Look at the temples behind me. Amazing temples. Thousands of temples are here, guys. That too with minute details. Look at the carvings over the temples. Amazing, amazing, unbelievable temples.
This is the Vishwarupa temple. This temple contains the Vishwarupam or universal form of God Shiva and Goddess Parvati depicted with 10,000 hands and heads. Unfortunately, this temple was damaged due to the earthquake and is currently closed for maintenance.
Next we are going is the famous Gorakhnath temple. On the way also we can see lots of small temples. Look at this behind me, guys. There are numerous ancient beautiful temples. I feel like I'm on another planet or something. This is really a hidden gem. Finally, we have reached in front of the Sri Gorakhnath temple. So let's go and take darshanam.
The Nath tradition is a spiritual sect within the Hinduism known for its association with Nath yogis. Guru Gorakhnath is a key figure in this tradition, revered as a Mahayogi and the yoga avatara of God Shiva. The Gorakhnath temple in Nepal honors his legacy.
From the Gorakhnath temple, now we are going down to the other side of the hill. From here we can see almost the entire view of Kathmandu city, at least one side. Now I'm in front of one of the extremely important temples in Hinduism. This is the Guhyeshwari Shakti Peetha. This is one of the 51 Shakti Peethas and dedicated to Goddess Guhyeshwari, a form of Goddess Adiparashakti. In front of the main gate on the right side, we can see a temple dedicated to Bala Tripura Sundari Bhagavati temple. This is the Murti of Sri Bala. Tripura Sundari Bhagavati.
Also near the temple, there are some Shivalingas and an amazing Shiva Parvati Vigraha. On the right side, there are Vigrahas of God Narasimha and God Hanuman. This temple is extremely important in Hinduism, especially because it's one of the 51 Shakti Peethas. It's believed to be the spot where Goddess Sati's knees fell when God Shiva wandered with her body in grief. The name Guhyeshwari comes from the word Guhya, which means secret or mysterious, and Ishwari means goddess. So the temple is seen as a sacred, hidden place where goddess's mysterious power is felt. The structure here is really beautiful in red color with a pagoda style architecture typical of Nepali temples. Inside there is no vigraha of goddess. Instead there is a Peetha. Below the Peetha, water keeps flowing all the time. This water comes from a natural spring that has been here for centuries, like Kamakhya temple. The temple has a strong connection to Nepal's royal family, as goddess Guhyeshwari is the Kula Devi of Shah kings.
Next we are visiting is the Kirateshwar Mahadev temple.
This is the famous Kirateshwar Mahadev temple. It's believed that God Shiva pretended himself as a Kirata and entered the Shleshmantak forest, while goddess Parvati took the form of a Kiratini and meditated at Gauri Ghat for 1,000 years. We are gonna visit Gauri Ghat as well. When they met, they decided to stay together in the forest and build the temple to honor their shared worship. This temple is named Kirateshwar Mahadev, symbolizing their meeting in their Kirat and Kiratini forms.
In front of the temple we can see a Saraswati Ma Murti as well. Behind the Kirateshwar temple is the famous Gauri Ghat. Here we can see a huge Murti of Hanumanji, and opposite to that there's a Ganesha Bhagwan as well. Nearby the Hanumanji Murti we can see many Murtis like Narasimha Murti and Mahavishnuji and some Shiva Linkas as well. Near to this Bagmati River, we can see an ancient Murti of Parvati Devi. Actually, Parvati Devi meditated here for almost 1,000 years at this exact spot. Okay guys, next we are going to Sri Jaya Bageshwari Temple. So okay, let's go. This beautiful temple is dedicated to goddess Jaya Bageshwari. She is believed to have secretly arrived here from Manasarovar lake of Kailasa. On the right side of this temple wall, we can see a beautiful painting of Bhairav Baba. Nearby the temple, we can see a small temple which is dedicated to Bhairav Baba as well. In front of the Jaya Bageshwari temple, we can see a small temple which is dedicated to Surya Bhagavan.
Also nearby, there are temples dedicated to God Ganesha and Shiva Bhagwan as well. It's evening, so let's go and see the evening Aarti of Pashupatinath.
Hope you all enjoy this video of Pashupatinath and surrounding temples. So see you in another episode. Until then, bye. Jai Shiva Shakti.